Welcome back to Music 101. We're going to be talking about Chapter 34, Beethoven and the Symphony. So we've talked about the symphonies before. They're a large group of work for a large group of musicians, mainly with strings and woodwinds and brass and percussion. So Beethoven took this basic format of a symphony and expanded it. So Beethoven is kind of starting the trend where composers are starting to be noticed in their lifetime, because remember, Bach was kind of went on, I mean, he was respected, but he wasn't like held as like a superstar, and Mozart died in a pauper's grave. So Beethoven was hailed as a genius in his lifetime, and he's continued to have influence over the musical world. Remember, Beethoven is a bridge composer, so he has the first part of his life is very carefully balanced of convention and has just strategic disruptions, but then towards the end of his life we have linked to the coming romantic age. So Beethoven has a foot in each era. Some of his music could be classified as classical music, and some of it it can be classified as romantic music. So Beethoven is a bridge. So this is a theater where he presented a concert that included his fifth and sixth symphonies. So you can kind of get an idea of how the crowds that would show up for his symphonies. So Beethoven's symphony was the ideal medium in which Beethoven addressed his public. So just like Mozart was known for his piano sonatas, piano concertos and chamber music, Beethoven was known for his symphonies. His first two reflect the style of Haydn and Mozart, so they're more in the classical world. Then we get to his third movement, or the Eroica, and it was originally dedicated to Napoleon, and it was a personal narrative, individual heroism, and expanded the possibility of the genre. So he starts expanding the genre of the symphony in the third symphony. Then his fourth symphony happens, and then his fifth symphony is the model of the genre, so it's the most well-known and the most complete model of what a symphony, and I would reflect that with this. The Sixth Symphony is the pastoral symphony, so it kind of goes out of the format just a little bit with trying to reflect, it was program music, but the seventh and the eighth definitely were very similar to a model of the symphonic genre during Beethoven's time. Then the Ninth Symphony, or the Chorale Symphony, is where he took the symphony to the next level. So it has vocal soloists as well as a chorus, and the last movement is text to a